Philippines.
Wow, nice.
Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to Off-Grid Global Living. Bien Unido, Philippines.
We have a very special day today, totally unplanned. Why is it totally unplanned?
We have a
Sit.
Anyway, we have what? Several category what's?
typhoon.
Typhoons coming through. So Ray can't continue at Jahan's house today. There's going to be lots of rain on and off. So we thought what a good time to cement our solar panel system down. No time like right now. Plus the idea of that is they can work under the panels here so they won't be out in the rain. We'll move the motorcycles and all this stuff out and they can work here mixing the cement, doing the pillars for these until the typhoons pass and we can continue on Jahan's house. So we are going to take the Pagello. There's no other way to get supplies in because it's a swamp now. So we're going to go to the hardware store, get the supplies we need, put them in the Pagello. But before that, I'm going to use the Pagello to wake up our solar system that went to sleep last night due to an overcast day and perhaps not enough battery storage. So should probably get another battery soon. Let me show you what I'm going to do. Excuse the lack of light. I'll turn on my flashlight. So there's our Sleeping Beauty solar system. The BMS battery management system shut that battery down because we have the Wi-Fi connected directly to the battery, and I'll show that in a bit. And so what I'm going to do now is connect one of these inverters, 12 volt to 220 or whatever, to the Pagello, and then this is an AC out, which will go to this big fancy old school analog battery charger, because the quote-unquote smart chargers will not send power to the battery if they don't sense the battery. And when your battery management system is off, obviously it's not going to sense it and it's just going to say 100% or 0. Whereas this one will send 24 volts or 12 volts as you choose, regardless of battery. So that will wake up the battery. This was 5,500 pesos, about 110 bucks. And the smart charger is fine for bringing back a low charge battery, but not for waking up a Lithium LifePo 4 battery. So here we go, let's get all this stuff connected. Pajero's like a farm tractor, basically. It's the most practical vehicle I've ever owned. So now we're gonna connect this extension here to the inverter. All right, so now we got this connected to the battery. This will convert the 12 volt to 220, 230, 240, whatever we need. That on. I'm hoping that little inverter has enough wattage to power this charger here. Let's see. Let's go to minimum for now. 24 volt. So my suspicions that the inverter from the 12 volt Pajero battery, the 220, 230 volt, would not put out enough watts to power this was correct. It doesn't. However, interestingly enough, when I put this on, the solar is going directly to the house, but the battery is off. I was hoping that maybe this would provide enough power to wake up the battery, but it hasn't. So what I'm gonna have to do is get an extension cord, connect to the neighbor's house, and use this to wake up the battery. Battery's still sleeping. I've got another idea. The solar panels are powering the inverter, which is powering the house, even though we don't have the battery awake. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm learning as I go, guys. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna connect this charger to the house power system to wake up the battery to get it charging. Let's see if that works. So what's happening now, if I disconnect this cheesy trickle charger from the battery there, the inverter shuts off. So apparently that's providing enough power to wake up the inverter to connect the solar panels to the system. So it's running off the solar panels right now. I don't know if that's going to be providing enough power for this to charge that, but I'm going to try now.
So what happened?
All right, I'm going to try to explain this in the least boring way possible, okay? So the cheesy little inverter that converts the Pajero's 12 volt battery to 220 and 230 volt, which is what you use in your houses, right? It's not strong enough to power the big charger to charge the solar battery to wake it up. But the little trickle charger is enough to wake the system up so that the solar panels are powering the inverter and the house. So I'm going to try to use power that's being sent from the solar panels to the house to run the charger to wake up the battery so we can charge it. How is that for boring? You got it?
I'm trying.
Ish? All right. Okay, so this is the Hail Mary last shot, I think, until we get an extension cord and connect to the neighbors. So we do have power coming in. The inverter on the Pajero is not strong enough to power this. So I'm gonna try to use the solar power coming in, although I don't know if that's probably gonna put in enough watts. What we got coming in, battery 13 points, yeah, that's the trickle charger there, putting in 13.7 volts. Okay, an average of about 9 watts, not great. Well, here's the moment of truth, guys. And no. Nope. We still have power here, but that's not enough watts to fire that thing up. Okay, so the short answer is it does not work that way, because when I connect, I did finally get enough power coming to make this charger work, but when I connected it, it caused the system to shut down for a safety precaution. So can't do it that way. I'm gonna have to get an extension from the neighbors and run it off this. But this is a great reason to have a backup solar system set up on the Pajolo, which is another project coming soon. What did you say?
Yep.
This is Jayhan's mom. What is it, babe? Can you explain?
She already asked the neighbor for electricity.
That's
The extension
awesome.
is there. Ala, bakit?
Okay, right here. Great. So she already asked the neighbor for some. Awesome. Here we go. So guys, if you're just nice to people, people are nice to you sometimes. So there we go. That's from the neighbor's house. So we're gonna run that to this. So this one will go there. Now, say a little prayer. And off, off, off. Still not getting anything there. Why is that? I don't know why there's not showing anything here. Okay, there it goes. Okay, you can see we got spark there, so that's doing something. So I'm just gonna let that sit now and go get supplies for them to do the footings for the solar panel. So they're doing a backup bracing so that these ones can be cemented in. Typhoon, no problem. So since they can't work on the Jayhan's house today, we're gonna have them do this. This needed to be done. No time like the present. Well, by Jove, that actually worked. This doesn't show any output for some reason, but it was enough to wake up the battery and get us to 23.5 volts. Okay guys, let's say one more prayer as I disconnect one of these terminals and see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Oof. Nice. So now we are officially back on solar and charging. We've got about 150 watts coming in from the solar panels. 6 amps, 23.5. All right, cool. Well, that worked. So another thing I've just recently learned is if you turn the inverter off, it still will send power from the solar panels to the battery. So until that gets up to about 25 volts, I'm going to leave the house turned off. Beautiful. Great job. So this painting is up for auction. Right now it's at 100 and current bid is 105. So we'll see what happens on the live today. So Filipinas get cold after a slight change in temperature, and now we have the typhoon, so it's jacket time. 2 degrees difference. Yeah? Okay. We need to go get some support wood. So we're gonna need 4-wheel drive, because the whole way out is swampland. What are we getting here, Ray?
2x3 by
2 by 3. How many pieces?
6 pieces.
6? Okay.
Bili na amo ba ni Day?
Ha?
2x3.
2x3 nga. Mao
Amo
gani?
gani oh.
Atan ang sa kuno ato tingbi.
Must be a pretty special dog, huh? That's Amakan there. Bamboo, woven bamboo siding. This one is for windows. You can see it more clearly here. But that stuff is about 400 pesos per 4x8. So about $8. And Hardy Flex, I think, is about 800 pesos per same size 4x8. So it's about double the price, but it'll last 10 times longer or more. This guy's probably got a 4D56 engine in it. Handmade Jeep out of galvanized sheet metal. Looks like a Suzuki shift knob anyway. I don't know if that's a Suzuki transmission. That's a big old Jeepney front end on that. It's a good 1-ton axle there, I think. I like that. That one's got some patina and character to it. It's been around for a while too, obviously. The windshield cowl. Yeah, it's all handmade. It's stainless, yeah. Batteries under the seat there. The front axle and suspension is far beefier than the rear. That's probably just a regular sedan rear axle there, is my guess, or a very small pickup. Yeah, we don't need anything too fancy, just support for the solar panel structure. Yeah, that'd be the radiator there. It's actually water cooled. Can't read anything on there. Can't see any info there. They have? Are they gonna have to cut some?
Yep.
My grandfather would love to look at this thing. He'd probably know exactly what it was. Hand crank. I actually had a 1959 Triumph TR3 that I drove through university. Not through university, but during my time in university. One winter, the starter stopped working, so I had to use the hand crank while I rebuilt the starter in my living room. That's the fuel tank there for that. Same thing happened with a 1960 Land Rover Series 88-inch. Probably hasn't seen coolant in decades. Land Rover, I had to do the same thing. I had to use a hand crank, again, during winter, snow and all. So I remember going to a restaurant, coming out in the dark with slush everywhere. And it was very difficult to start that evening. Got to be a diesel. Now the previous was mahogany, this is gemelina, also a hardwood. Cool. Guess I'll have to grab two. All right. It's the most utilitarian vehicle I've had.
Like that?
Yep. It depends on the length, but yeah, I think today... Oh, wait, 1 second. Seats really need to be redone. It's been used like a pickup too many times. Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
It's a useful fire extinguisher. Is that it? No? Two more?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sila dong. Sila dong.
The owner down there in the flower shirt.
One and a half pairs. One and a half.
Palihog ko. Hatag tebe.
With silicone?
Silicone sir.
You have?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
5 pieces.
Because I need to seal the panels, the gap between
Sa katong 3 by 2 by 3.
Unong.
Unong.
the gap between the 3 panels is really small, but obviously water still gets through and so it drips inside. Plus, we're going to set up a rainwater collection
It fit.
gutter.
Huh?
Hopefully I'll get that done today. So first I need to seal the gap between the panels and then put the gutter up. And then we've got a 200 liter,
1/4 nga 1 and a half.
Common nails.
we've got a 200 liter container.
Number
1 and a half.
1. Sunod.
I need a silicone gun. Silicone gun isa.
Yeah.
How many silicone?
I think 1 tube.
1 tube.
Yeah.
White silicone.
Yeah, white, doesn't matter. Yeah.
White or clear?
What's the difference? Only the color? But it's the same
Price.
and same product? Okay,
Okay.
clear's fine, yeah.
Ang siguro ano? White.
White lang, white.
Or white, whatever, I don't care. Lighter the color, the less the impact from the sun, obviously. Huh, shiny. I was expecting yellow. This is why we took the Pagello today. We didn't have too many supplies on order. Normally they would deliver, but that isn't going to get to our house today. Absolutely no way.
1,540.
1,540? Okay. Just under 30 bucks. Did Jaja show you the picture of all the typhoons? There's many, not just one.
Yeah.
Many, many.
Maybe one month. 1 week.
1 week of typhoon?
Yeah.
So what do you think about the day today? You think it's going to be clear or more rain or?
I don't know.
Hard to say, yeah. Well, hopefully we get these panels
Yeah.
cemented down before any strong wind comes. So we got a Pagello full of wood, sand, gravel, and 1 bag of cement, and 2 Filipinos. And we're in 4-wheel drive low. Here's where we slide down into towards the rice field. So So cement costs are now, a good price is 200 pesos a bag. So about $4, I guess, for the Portland Premium, which is what that one is. It's a good thing we have Pagello, babe. There's no way a tricycle would have gotten through there at all. Not even close. Lexi doesn't like you being nice to other dogs.
No, they don't wanna play with Lexi.
So given that rains are coming and going with the typhoons, plural, several typhoons, we decided this would be a good time to cement down the solar panel frame. Okay, now we're at 24.9, so when that hits 25, I'll turn on the house power. What you got there, babe?
Bread and biscuit
For
the neighbor.
Yeah.
They let us get their electricity.
Very nice. I didn't even ask, they just ran that over. So we want to say thank you. Very thoughtful. And there we are, solar back online. Well, that was exciting. Guess that's what you get with a typhoon, eh? Vincent, are you helping with your dump truck?
Huh?
Are you helping with your dump truck? No? Huh? It's like the Pagello. Let's see, do it again. Found a nice mud pit there, didn't you? You found yourself a nice little mud pit. We decided to, well, they decided that they weren't able to continue work on the house. So there we are.
Ano dali, kuha na iya ko na daw. Gahi mo gahi na dong. Asa? Kana bang giputo sa porma nga simento?
Oh, kanini adi ratang tanang plywood. Ukang isa gamay.
What do you think about the bamboo post for the
The bamboo post is
internet there? Huh?
It's strong because of the cement of the
Oh, so it's good to have cement around it so it won't rot, right? Yeah. That's true. That'll make that last longer. Plus, we'll keep it oiled and greased and dieseled and treated and whatever. Well, good. That's feels really, really good to get on top of that. These typhoons gave us a big kick in the pants on that. Last thing we need is our solar panels flying into the neighbor's yard.
So anyone who wants to participate also for Jehan's house will be so much appreciated. And we're trying to make it finish as soon as we can so we can focus on our house, and of course we're gonna have to do Matet's roof. And yep, thank you everyone. God bless.